Fight Club, The Big Lebowski, and Shawshank Redemption are all considered cult classic movies. However, they all flopped at the box office when they released, because making a good movie does not guarantee commercial success. And this is also true for video games. For a company to see anything as good, it doesn't just have to do numbers, it has to do big numbers. Titanfall 2 came out in October 2016, around the same time as the release of Gears of War 4, Battlefield 1, and Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. As such, although the game sold 4 million units by January 2017, EA wasn't pleased. Worse than that, for years the game servers just did not work and EA didn't care. Upper Echelon has a great video and playlist explaining the entire situation and why that was, and it's linked in the description. And I'm saying was because the game servers have been fixed and it's available on Steam, so it's basically back and better than ever. So I'm gonna walk you through why it's been and still is my favorite multiplayer shooter by far, because no other game out there is even remotely close to being like Titanfall 2. So first, let's talk about the movement. Titanfall 2 is by far the best movement shooter you can play out there. You can double jump, wall run, some tactical abilities even help with the movement, like the grapple ability and the super speed ability called Stim. The game feels incredible to play and to move around in. One thing that the game does incredibly well is to truly make you feel like what you're playing as. So either as an incredibly strong, agile, and overpowered super soldier, or that same soldier piloting a giant beast of machinery capable of insane destruction. I still remember how mind blown I felt when I first slipped into a Titan. And there's other things that add on to this game feeling great to play. When a game ends in Titanfall 2, you enter the last phase of a match, where the losing team needs to first survive and then jump into their getaway ship. The winning team needs to kill the remaining pilots and can also destroy the getaway ship. This minigame, so to speak, is just fun. I don't think it impacts your XP. If it does, I never noticed. I cannot describe to you how good it feels to successfully get away after an intense firefight. It really makes losing a game almost exciting in a way. And another great thing in Titanfall 2 is the customizability. So you have a number of tactical abilities that you can unlock. You have Grapple, which is the most well-known one. You just grapple onto things. Stim, which makes you go very fast. Cloak, which makes you invisible. Pulse Blade, which lets you throw a blade that detects all nearby pilots and titans from the enemy team, and it shows them to your entire team. You have AWOL, which puts a wall that shields you from damage. Phase Shift, which lets you go to another dimension and be immune to damage to get away from a dangerous situation. And Holopilot, which lets you summon decoys of yourself to confuse enemies. You'll also unlock new appearances and weapons by just playing the game. That leads me to my next point. Progressing in this game feels amazing. I talked in another video about how much I despise mechanics in games that are meant to trigger your FOMO. That's battle passes, time-sensitive mechanics. I just don't like them. And Titanfall 2 doesn't have that. The only microtransactions that it has are cosmetic ones, and the store is so tucked away and optional that I always forget that it exists. The thing is, you'll constantly be unlocking new cosmetics, weapons, attachments, abilities, boosts, factions, and more just by playing the game. You'll unlock something new at the end of virtually every match. And the game has a prestige system called Generations. So basically, once you reach max level, which is level 50, you can come back to level 1 and have to unlock everything again. The advantage is you then have a little G next to your name with the number of times that you've done that. The system, if you use it, forces you to play with different weapons and builds, since not all tactical abilities, weapons, and other things are unlocked from the start. And that's what's so wonderful about it. There's no real way to buy your way through the progression system. And there's a lot more things I didn't talk about. The campaign is incredible. It's engaging, it has grandiose set pieces. There's also other ways to unlock different things in the game. One of them is factions. They basically dictate the character that will talk to you before and during a match. You'll see which characters are progressing in the same faction at the beginning of every match because they'll be in the ship with you. I think it's a nice touch. And through factions, you'll be able to unlock different badges, cosmetics, and banners.
The faster we win, the faster we drink.
The game is on sale a lot. I know it sold for $3 on Steam earlier this year. Hopefully, this video made you want to play the game. There's no other game that offers what Titanfall offers. If it sounds even a little bit interesting, please buy it. It's incredible. There's a lot of players. It's very, very active. I don't even like to play all the modes that the game has to offer, and I can always find a match very quickly. In all cases, you can like the video if you liked it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the other side, pilots.